There's one thing that people do in New York is honking. Almost everywhere you go, you hear honking. And it's not just that like courtesy beep. It's like a long ass, hold it down for like 10, 15 second type of honk. So I'm off to New York City for a couple of days, and unlike usual, I'm not packing the big gear with me. So now that I have the Osmo 360 in the mix, I want to see if this is actually going to be better than the Pocket 3 and the Action 5 for me. One thing I like about traveling light is I don't have to like haul around all this gear. It gets tiring after even a half an hour walk. And it's much more discreet vlogging with a Pocket 3 versus carrying a big camera.
We serving 9 pieces sushi and 1 futomaki.
Chutoro. Fatty tuna. I was using the Pocket 3 all day today. I like the Pocket 3. It's still probably my most used camera. I go to it quite often. It's easy for me. Pull it out, flick it on. You have the mic connected. I think the key is to have a good bag with you that you can just kind of pull it in and out of your bag. Today I had a knapsack. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a big enough sling bag to carry this in, but it worked out. It was fine. I had a little pocket at the front of the bag right here, and I was able to just keep it in there, and I was able to pull it out pretty easily. I didn't put it down enough. I thought I would be using the tripod a lot more today. I brought the little mini tripod leg to attach to the bottom of the camera, and I didn't set it down in too many places because it was quite crowded here and I don't want to leave it just kind of sitting there. Okay, so it's the start of day 2. I was going to originally use the Action 5 today, but it's sunny today and it's raining tomorrow, so I'm going to change it up. I'm going to be using the Osmo 360. We're heading over to Brooklyn and then walking around Times Square. So one of the things I do like about this camera so far is that, you know, you don't have to worry about the perspective where you're shooting in. Because it's a 360 camera, you're always in frame. So another thing I like about using the Osmo 360 is that you can vlog with a selfie stick and hold it out a little bit further to make it look a little bit more natural, and you don't see the selfie stick in the shot. So I did find a glitch with the Osmo 360 and the Mic Mini. I noticed that it disconnects from it once in a while. So I would use the camera, it's connected, it's synced up to the Mic Mini. I use it, I turn it off, I pull the camera back out after, turn it back on, and the microphone is not connected. I've noticed that a few times now. So hopefully they do fix that in the next update. I'm using the invisible stick with it again today. I was using it incorrectly yesterday because I had it on the magnet mount. See, more honking. It's like everywhere you go is honking nonstop. Anyways, I'm using it with the magnet mount, and it's got a hinge on it so that you can bend it either back or forth. I had it angled towards me, and being the newbie that I am at 360 cameras, I realized that you can't have it tilted forward because all of a sudden I can see my invisible stick. So now I'm just using it without the hinge and the magnet. I just have it screwed on the 1/4-inch thread. All right. Can they... Hi. Good, how are you? Okay. All right, like behind me here is Casey Neistat's office. widely considered by many the pioneer of modern vlogging. Definitely a guy who inspired me to start doing these type of videos. It's too bad I didn't get to run into him, but I did see his UPS driver that shows up in a lot of his videos, a lot of his earlier videos, more than. I'm using the Action 5 Pro today, and my experience vlogging with this compared to the Pocket 3 and the Osmo 360 that I have with me is that I find that it's easier to pull it in and out of my pocket because I'm not worried about damaging a gimbal. I'm not worried about scratching a lens. I have it in a little cover. I just pull it off, stick it back in my pocket. Profile is pretty small. I have an ND filter on it today. It is quite sunny. You can probably be using the 32, but I'm just using the 16 on here because I didn't want to. Sometimes I'm going into a building or like a lower lighting area and I don't want to have to pull it off. So I figured 16 is a happy medium. When I first started filming and everything, it was all about like the gear, right? And I wanted the nicer gear, the newer gear, all these cameras, the lenses, every review that you see on YouTube, you end up like, oh shit, I think I need that. But as I start using it and start filming with more experience, you realize that shit's heavy to carry around. And that's the whole point about small, compact size cameras like the Action 5 that I'm filming on, or the Pocket 3 that I just pulled out of my pocket. You can literally just pull it out of your pocket and start filming. So after rotating those 3 cameras over the last 3 days in New York City, there are definitely pros and cons between each of them. So out of the 3 cameras, my go-to is still the Pocket 3. Because of the form factor, it's tiny enough that it can just fit in my pocket and I can bring it anywhere and I can get it going within literally 2 seconds. And the fact that I don't have to go into software afterwards to reframe anything, and the larger sensor where I can just bring it into any scenario, including low light, where I'm not worried about the video quality being not as good. So if you're on the fence between the 3 cameras, hopefully this video gave you a better idea of which one is probably best suited for you. And if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It would help the channel out. See you on the next one.